Hi, my name is Brian Atkins, and sometimes I get really into a subject. I'm talking really into a subject, so much so that my family becomes concerned. So into the subject that you can only really describe it as obsessed. Today, I am obsessed with Super Mario. Andrew Hussey once described Mario as an Italian plumber who goes on sideways adventures. But this begs the question, how many of these adventures are canon? For those of you who don't know what canon means, number one, you're kind of dumb, and number two, it's how you describe things that are real according to the setting they're in. So I'm going to break down the Mario timeline and talk about which games are actually real according to the Mario universe. Super Mario Bros. 1. Good start, good foundation. This one is real. It's referenced all the time. Super Mario Bros. 2. Already we are off the rails. In Japan, Super Mario Bros. 2 is a harder version of Super Mario Bros. 1, but it was considered too difficult for an American audience. Super Mario Bros. 2 is the Dark Souls of the Super Mario Bros. Franchise. In America, we got a reskin of a game called Doki Doki Panic. They took the game, took out the main characters, and replaced them with Mario characters. But at the end of the game, Mario was sleeping and it was all a dream. So that's not really canon. It doesn't matter, right? Well, here's something. The main antagonist of Super Mario Bros. 2 USA Edition is a villain named King Wart, who also appears in The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, which is also a dream. King Wart is basically the Nintendo Freddy Krueger invading everyone's dreams. And because Link's Awakening is in the official Zelda timeline, we now know that Super Mario Bros. 2 USA Edition is not really canon to the Mario timeline, but it is canon to the Zelda timeline. Here are two games into this timeline. Let's continue. Super Mario Bros. 3. So this game begins with curtains opening, has a stage bolted into the background, and each level ends with Mario exiting stage right. Fans have often speculated that this game was just to play a theatrical performance, and in 2015 the Mario creator Shigeru Miyamoto confirmed this to be the case. Not canon. However, Super Mario World, the next game in the Mario timeline, includes an overt reference to Super Mario Bros. 3 in the form of a sunken airship level. This level is based on the airship levels from Super Mario Bros. 3, one of which was seemingly crashed near Yoshi's Island, and Mario must travel inside of it. At the end of the level, you even have to touch this green question mark circle, which happens at the end of every Super Mario Bros. 3 boss enemy. So is Mario 3 canon or non-canon? Perhaps the events of Mario 3 happened, but the actual game is a play based on the canonical events thereof, a sort of grandiose dramatization, if you will. Super Mario World also introduces the Yoshi, which becomes important later on, but I want to talk about the Koopalings. Super Mario 3 and Super Mario World both have the Koopalings, then known as Bowser's children, as world bosses. This is sort of an extension from Super Mario 1. There are 8 worlds, each ending with a Bowser fight. But if you use a Fire Flower in the first 7 Bowser fights, you can reveal that the boss is actually a different enemy disguised as Bowser. The Koopalings are replacements for the fake Bowser, so you can have 8 worlds, and Bowser is the boss of the 8th one. This is important. Now in Super Mario 64, we don't have the Koopalings at all. Super Mario 64 is the first of our 3D Mario games that make up the bulk of what people count as canon. These are the main games. In Mario 64, Bowser has broken into the princess's castle and is just kind of chilling in there, so Mario has to go in there to rescue her. There are really only 3 worlds this time, each signified by a chunk of castle and ending in a fight against Bowser, so the Koopalings aren't really needed. Mario 64 is generally considered canon from here on out, referenced in a lot of the later 3D Mario games, so we can move on. But before we do, I want to talk about something that happened in late July of 2020 known as the Giga Leak. Some guys stole a bunch of Nintendo source codes and dumped them online. Over the course of just over a day, people discovered that Luigi had model files in the source code, and they eventually put all these model pieces together, revealing that L is real. And this was 24 years and 1 month after the release of the game. L is real 2401. Super Mario Sunshine. This one is important. When Flood scans Mario near the beginning of the game, a little display is shown that shows Mario fighting various boss enemies. It shows Super Mario 1, Super Mario World, and Super Mario 64, so at least according to Super Mario Sunshine, those 3 games are canon in the Mario timeline. Super Mario 2, both versions, and Super Mario 3 are not really considered canon. I already suspected this, but it's always nice to get confirmation. The game introduces Bowser Jr., who replaces the Koopalings. There are only 7 levels this time before the final area inside the volcano, so they could have used the Koopalings, but they decided not to for some reason. Flood's display showed one of them though, so they are still canon. It's just we gotta focus on Bowser Jr. now. The next game, Mario Galaxy, is the main crux of the timeline and creates a time break. Beginning of Super Mario Galaxy shows the Mushroom Kingdom celebrating the Star Festival, which happens only once every 100 years. Important. Also, the beginning of the game shows the exact castle and courtyard from Mario 64, so now that's double canon. The plot of Mario Galaxy is that Bowser is reconstructing the universe in his own image, and it's up to Mario to team up with the celestial goddess Rosalina to save it. Hey, spoiler alert, the entire universe is destroyed by Bowser near the end of the game. Rosalina and the Lumas that accompanied you throughout the game team up to reconstruct the universe, but now it's a little different. This is where the timeline gets screwy. The next game, Super Mario Galaxy 2, is ostensibly a sequel to the first Mario Galaxy game, but if you notice, it begins with the Star Festival, which happens only once every 100 years. Either Mario is now 100 years older, or Mario Galaxy 2 isn't a sequel, it's a retelling of the first game in the new universe. Rosalina didn't just recreate the universe like putting a popsicle stick back together. She recreated it by recreating the trees, tearing them down, cutting them up, and creating brand new but identical popsicle sticks. The old popsicle sticks are gone. Long live the new popsicle sticks. Before we get into the new timeline constructed by the events of Super Mario Galaxy though, we need some more backstory. Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island shows Mario's humble beginnings as an annoying crying baby that has to be saved by Yoshi. This contradicts the lore set place in Donkey Kong, which states that Mario is an Italian man living in Brooklyn, New York, a carpenter who saves Pauline from the hands of a giant ape. Both of these games broke out into their own franchises and created their own unique timelines for those characters. Yoshi went on to have a series of adventures on the Nintendo 64, Yoshi's Woolly World for the Wii U, 3DS, and Nintendo Switch, as well as that time he went topsy-turvy. Donkey Kong went on to get his own countries, a very bad TV series, a Nintendo 64 game, some bongos, and then returned to his country on the Wii, 3DS, Wii U, and Nintendo Switch. In addition, the Donkey Kong game got remade for the Game Boy as Donkey Kong 94 and spun off into the Mario vs. Donkey Kong games that eventually just became a series about wind-up toys. Debatably, those are canon. We'll get into that in a bit. Yoshi's Island was also remade twice, first as Super Mario Advance 3 Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, and then again as Yoshi's Island DS. Yoshi's Island DS is a retelling of the events of Yoshi's Island and has the same basic plot of Baby Mario trying to reunite with his brother Baby Luigi, but now introduces more lore such as the 7-Star Children. The 7-Star Children are basically Nintendo characters destined for greatness, which includes Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, Wario, Donkey Kong, Bowser, and a different Yoshi. This other Yoshi is perhaps the same Yoshi that you end up saving in Super Mario World 1, as well as the one that you meet at the end of Super Mario 64, but maybe not. You're probably wondering about the other one I mentioned though, Super Mario Advance 3 Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, because it has a long title. Its actual title is simply Yoshi's Island Super Mario Advance 3, but it's a remake of Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, so there we go. The Super Mario Advance series are all remakes of the mainline Super Mario Bros. Games in a weird anachronistic order for the handheld market. This begins with Super Mario Advance, a remake of Super Mario Bros. 2 USA Edition, but actually starts a bit before that with Super Mario Bros. DX for the Game Boy Color, if you count DX as being part of the Super Mario Advance series. So far, they're pretty much in order. You have Super Mario Advance, Super Mario Advance 2, Super Mario World, Yoshi's Island, Super Mario Advance 3, and then Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Bros. 3, so it seems like the Mario handheld franchise is trying to put those as canon now. We do have to discuss some of the handheld titles for a second here, like the Super Mario Land series, which is the introduction of Princess Daisy of Sarasa Land, and Mario saves her from the alien known as Tatanga. But then this goes off the rails with Super Mario Land 2 Wario Land, followed by Wario Land II, Wario Land 3, and Wario Land 4, so that's just part of the Wario timeline now. Super Mario 64 DS is sort of a continuation of the Super Mario Advance titles, being a remake of Super Mario 64, you know, for the DS. The game adds a ton of content, like more boss fights, more characters, a bunch of mini-games. Mini-games are in line with the Super Mario Advance series as well, which all included a version of the original arcade Mario Bros. As a bonus feature. Super Mario 64 DS contradicts some of the things established in Super Mario 64, but this can be explained by the time break caused in Super Mario Galaxy. In Super Mario Galaxy 2, 2, Yoshi returns similar to his appearance in Super Mario 64 DS, and Mario can ride him. This Yoshi is different than the one in Super Mario Sunshine. The Mario Sunshine Yoshi can't touch water or he instantly dies, and has to continuously consume fruit or he dies. One in Mario Galaxy 2 and Mario 64 DS is the Star Child Yoshi, one destined for greater things. You're probably wondering why I haven't included Paper Mario yet, since it has an older, wiser Yoshi on Lava Lava Island. And a lot of people seem to believe that this Yoshi is the fully realized adult version of the Star Child Yoshi. The reason I don't include Paper Mario is because none of the Paper Mario games are canon, because in Mario & Luigi Paper Jam, the Paper Mario games are shown to be just a book series in the Mario & Luigi universe. Anyway, here's the big one, Super Mario Odyssey. This one ties everything together. Super Mario Bros. 1 is canon, and apparently all of his sideways adventures took place inside of walls this whole time. Mario 64 is canon, you could dress up as Polygonal Mario now. Donkey Kong is canon, Pauline is in the game, Mario vs. Donkey Kong is canon, Donkey Kong Country and Donkey Kong 64 are canon, they have names listed in New Donk City. This game takes place on Earth and shows the Mushroom Kingdom as being a spot on Earth, making the Mario & Luigi games non-canon for depicting the Mushroom World as being different than Earth, and for not having a Bean Bean Kingdom anywhere in the game. This makes Paper Mario double not canon, but you can pick up vegetables and throw them like in Super Mario Bros. 2 USA Edition, so now that's just confirmed to be canon, even though it was just a dream. And this means that all of the Mario games are now canon with the Legend of Zelda official timeline, and I'm going insane and I want off this fucking ride already. My name is Brian Atkins and I'm obsessed with this stupid fucking timeline and I hate it. Please like and subscribe.